One time for my dukes, one time for my pops. Free twink, rest in peace T, fuck the ops. One time for Lil PJ, one time for Lil Rock. 50 rounds in that chop, niggas move, niggas drop. One time for wine though, we did that beat in KY.
UAV recon standing by.
I'm gonna show you guys how to make control freaks real easy in less than a minute. Never told anybody about it. This is my secret. I've been using this since Black Ops 2. Watch this real quick. This is a 360 controller. No, hot glue, don't do it, you're crazy. Shit. I ran out of hot glue. You don't need a whole lot. All I'm doing is I'm pushing the glue from the middle in circles away from the middle to the outside. And then I'm going to show you. Gravity just fixes it. The glue from the middle to the outside just working in swirls. Be careful, do not touch the rubber, whatever you do, because you'll like ruin your controller. Let it dry. It just, boom, just like that. Beautiful, right? Damn. It's fucking sweet, right? Damn. And cool thing about this is it doesn't mess up the rubber. You peel it off, it looks brand new underneath there. Here, we'll do another one. That's just for like if you want it wider. Like I got this thing. This one has got to be redone. Like what I'll do is like I took a cap off an old controller and cut it off and just glued it on. We'll redo them. It's just like a worn out analog off an Xbox 360 controller, and all I do, I just like hot glued it on there. Just hot glued it on there. Just bam, swirl it around. I push the glue from the middle to the outside, so it has like that ring grip, like, you know, it'll be just like a stock one. I'll make this one a little wider. Let's keep playing with it. Circle, 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 circle. Yeah, make sure you hold it flat because the glue will be, when it dries, it'll settle to one side if it's crooked, or you can always play with it to get the glue to move around as it dries. Keep the heat on it. But I just did that one. I just did this one right here. Came out really nice. And this one I'll just redo for you guys because it's quick and you can kind of see it gets a little chewed up. I'll just redo it because they're really quick. And then I just redid that one for you guys so you can see that. What's up? Shining. Alright, just let it dry. Just let it dry. Let it dry. Bam! Control freaks. That easy, that quick, super fucking fast, super fucking good. And it'll keep your analog brand new underneath there. So if you don't want to wear the analog out, just sit to the side, let it dry. Done. Control freak. There you go. You can kind of see this one. Or hold on. That one I didn't touch right there. God damn. Yeah, who'd ever thought? I've been doing this since like Black Ops 2, and it's so grippy. Like your hands can be so sweaty for some reason. The sweat from your thumb, it'll stick. The hot glue, it's like the perfect like mixture of whatever. But it's fucking beautiful. Oh, it feels so good on your thumbs. Ooh, it feels amazing. And if you don't like them, you can just tear them off if you wanted. And it'll be brand new underneath there. A lot of people don't realize like how control freaks work is they come up a little higher. You have more leverage. So like a sensitivity of 10 you're playing with would be like really fast movement, you know. But if you raise it up, you're pretty much on you keep your sensitivity at 10, you're pretty much like controlling an 8 because you have more leverage. Then you can crank your sensitivity up even higher. That's the whole trick to control freaks is it's the leverage. You have more leverage, so it's easier to control. Okay, one thing, whatever you do, when it's drying, do not touch these. Do not mess with them. Just let them dry. It takes a second, you know. 30 seconds or dry. Not even. Just give them a minute. Let them cool down. Let them dry. If you touch these, like, you'll hate that feeling of your thumbprint in there. I've tried, like, my thumbprint in there one time. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. And if you want, you can always put those little dots, you know, the grips, if you want those 4 dots so it's brand new. But bam. I've never once bought Control Freaks because I make them myself. I'm like, oh, I can do that, no problem. Cut the analog off of like an older controller. Anything, like, really anything plastic, you can just stick in there for a filler to raise it up. And then just work the swirls around. Bam. They're still cooling. Alright, hey, that's what I did. Like, I had an old 360 controller. I just cut the analog off. It was so worn out. And then I just, like, hot glued it on here so it's higher. And then I, you know, just did what you guys see me do to get the grip going. Woo! Those are nice. They came out fucking sweet, really. Can't wait to use these. And if you're like, oh no, it's gonna ruin my controller, that's hot glue. This is high temp hot glue, like the hottest shit. I'm gonna show you guys. I just did this one, right? You think it's gonna ruin the controller? I'll peel it off for you. Urgh. Oh, it's not done drying. Bam. No harm. As long as you do not touch the rubber part with that hot glue gun, you're good. Just do not touch the rubber part or else you will fuck your controller up. I just ripped that off. Looks like a little condom, huh? A finger condom. Bam. No harm. No harm. Doesn't hurt the controller, not one bit. Pretty sweet, huh? So I just peeled it right off. No harm. Yeah, the best thing to use, you guys, if you're wondering, like I use it's like a 400 watt hot glue gun. Oh no, it's like a 40 watt hot glue gun, high temp hot glue. It seems to work like the best. Any like weak shit, it doesn't really work that well. It'll come off. I was getting a lot of questions like, how do I make these? I've been doing this since Black Ops 2, I said, and I never will play with a controller with Control Freaks that I didn't make. And like I've made them so many different styles, so many different ways, just because it's quick. I had some where you just pop them on, and I didn't really care for them. I just like a little bit higher. You know, you can make them up to your preferences. I like mine just set up a little bit. In the Xbox One controller, the analog isn't wide enough, so I like to widen them, and it just feels so nice now. What's up? Let's do that. Now let's go hit some clips. Like I said, the higher your analog is, the wider, the more leverage you're gonna have, and the higher you can turn your sensitivity up, and you can control it like way easier. Yeah, that's just how I do it. I started making analogs just because I couldn't get them. They didn't have them at our GameStop, and now I think they do carry them, but after I seen the ones that like they carry, I didn't even like them. I'm like, I don't like those. I don't like this. I already know I didn't like them because of the style and the shape. And I'm like, get out of here with those. You know, I'll make my own. And like the thing about these, like I said, when your hands sweat, they grip more. It's fucking amazing. Like I love it. I won't play without them. I won't play without them. You can say it's rigged up. You can say whatever you want. The clips speak for themselves.
Oh shit! I see you, mexicandom.
I clattered those kids off. I see.
You just got bored.
Helicopter support standing by.
Should have been multi. I don't know how it didn't multi. It doesn't shit any faster.
Our UAV is online. Friendly helicopter on the way. Our UAV is online. Enemy UAV is airborne. Securing me. UAV recon standing by. Airstrike standing by.
Oh, nice. I'll be right out. Give me like 2 minutes.
20's crawling, I'm rich now. Best thing that ever happened to me.
Wait, see, look like a thunder.